So you want to know more about the new Harmony Trailblazer? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Trailblazer in a nutshell, where I talk about the ins and outs of a character. In today's video, I'll be talking about the new imaginary Harmony Trailblazer. We'll be talking about their skills, best icons for them to use, strongest relics you can use them with, and finally best synergies and teammates you can run the Trailblazer with. And with that said, let's begin with this video. The new Trailblazer follows the path of Harmony and has the imaginary element. Their skill, Half Time to Make It Rain, deals imaginary damage to a single enemy, followed by additional imaginary damage to 4 random enemies. So it's similar to Sampo, but you will be doing imaginary damage instead. That is very different for Harmony character. Normally, you'll expect the skill to be more of a support skill than a damage skill, but this is something new. But the main selling point is their ultimate, All Out Footlight Parade, which basically grants all allies the backup dancer effect. This effect basically increases their break effect by a certain amount, and if they're attacking a target who already has their weakness broken, this damage will be converted to super break damage, which is very good. And finally, their technique, Now I'm in the Ban, basically increases all allies break effect at the start of combat for 2 turns. Generally very good, and you'll definitely be using this technique before the start of combat. So from the looks of the abilities, although you do scale a little bit of damage, the scaling is not that high, hence we're going to be building Trailblazer in a more supportive way, which I'll be talking about in the Litecoin and Relic section. Also, something to note about Trailblazer and their kit is they solve the problem of being able to do damage after breaking weakness. Most of the time for weakness break DPS, your main job is to break the weakness of a team and doing a lot of damage with that break. However, the problem is after you break, you need to wait for the enemy to come back up and break their weakness in order to do damage. The downtime between that time, basically when they're in the weakness broken state, is kind of difficult for the break DPS to do damage. Most of their damage will be backloaded on that break effect instead of just normal DPS. So now with this new backup dancer effect and the super break damage, you will be able to do damage whenever the enemies are down. And this not only affects the DPS, it also affects the supports and sustain characters, making them mini DPS as well whenever you have the backup dancer effect. Hence, it's very important to have the ultimate online, and this is probably the way we're going to be building the Trailblazer. For the Lycones, the best Lycone will be similar to Rod Mace, the past self in Mirror. You basically increase your break effect, and whenever you use our ultimate, all allies damage will be increased, and should your break effect exceed or equal 150, 1 skill point will be recovered, which this is very easy to achieve since you probably will be building break effect with the Trailblazer. And finally, at the start of each wave, all allies will regenerate energy. A lot of stats and a lot of effects for a Lycone, and simply the best Lycone for the Trailblazer to have. There are 5-star Lycone you can consider is But the Battle Isn't Over, basically increasing your energy recharge, very good. And whenever you use our ultimate, you gain a skill point. And finally, whenever you use a skill, the next ally taking action will do more damage. Overall, similar to the Ronmei Lycone, this Lycone has a lot of positive effects that you can use with the Trailblazer. Finally, the last Lycone you can use on her is the new Flowing Nightglow Lycone, which is basically Robin's Lycone. Now, the reason why you could consider this Lycone is because of the effects they give, especially the Cantillation effect, which increases your energy regen. Whenever your allies attack, you are able to get your ultimate back faster, and whenever you ult, you will change the effect to increase damage instead of increase energy regen, so you'll be able to do more damage whenever you ult. Overall, this Lycone is not that bad, but I will still prefer Bronya's and Ronmei's Lycone, but you can use this if you have an extra, although I probably will be using this on Robin. For 4-star Lycones, Memories of the Past is the budget version for the Ronmei Lycone. You increase your break effect, and whenever the wearer attacks, you gain additional energy. In general, just a very decent 4-star Lycone to use, and I will even use this over The Battle Isn't Over because I just want more break effect. But overall, just a very decent 4-star Lycone, and probably a Lycone you should consider using if you want to build the Harmony Trailblazer. The other 4-star Lycone you can use if you don't have that one is Dance Dance Dance. Dance 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 makes it such that whenever you use your ultimate, all allies' actions will be advanced forward, which is just very good. After you use your ultimate, you want your allies to take action as soon as possible to be able to use that backup dancer effect. A very good substitute if you don't have that Lycone. Finally, the last 4-star Lycone I'll talk about is Car of the Moon with the Clouds. Like I said in the Robin video, this is just a very good Harmony Lycone to have. Although it is not the best for the Trailblazer, you could use this if you don't have the other 2 Lycones, but I would strongly recommend you work towards either Memories of the Past or Dance 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 before deciding to use this Lycone instead. For the relic sets, the best in slot for the Harmony Trailblazer is the Watchmaker set. The set increases your break effect, and whenever you use your ultimate, all allies break effect will be increased for a certain amount. Just very good overloading on the break effect damage, which is something that synergizes very well with Trailblazer. Now the budget version, Thief of Shooting Meteor, you can use this while you're farming for your Watchmaker set. It also increases your break effect, but the difference is that you actually gain energy whenever you break enemies' weakness. So could be used, but in general speaking, I would prefer the Watchmaker set. Hopefully you have a lot of this because it is the same domain as the Acheron Relic. So if you've been farming a lot of that, you should have a lot of Watchmaker set for your team to go. Now for the Planar Ornaments, the only ornament in the game which increases your break effect is the Thalia set. So this is the only set I will be recommending for the Harmony Trailblazer. But let's say you're still farming for this Planar Ornament, you can consider just using Broken Kill or Fleet of the Ageless. These two are standard support ornament sets that you can definitely run on your Trailblazer while farming for the Thalia set. Finally, for synergies, the first one I want to talk about is Ron May. Ron May increases the team's break efficiency while the Trailblazer increases break effect. So this is just a very nice synergy. You're able to break the bars very easily, and because you're able to break the bars easily, you will also be able to get that break effect damage much more quicker and much more faster, making this a very good synergy for them. One sustained character that actually synergizes very well is Gallagher. Gallagher's heal actually scales off break effect, so this is why you will be building break effect with Gallagher in order to increase the healing for him. With that said, you can definitely run Gallagher as your sustained character. Also, one DPS you can synergize the Harmony Trailblazer with is Sha-E. Sha-E increases damage based on her break effect, so you will also be building break effect on Sha-E. Hence, you have that one team with Sha-E, Gallagher, Harmony Trailblazer, and Ron May as the ideal Harmony Trailblazer team for your team to have. Obviously, as a Harmony character similar to Robin, you can just slot her in other teams if you need a little bit more break effect damage. Let's say in Pure Fiction, you will need a little bit more break effect. You can use the Trailblazer along with Ron May to able to break as many bars as possible. You can consider that route, but generally speaking, as a Harmony character, there are a lot of teams where you to run the Harmony Trailblazer with. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of videos, please do leave a like. It shows me I should be doing more. Comment down below how you're building your Harmony Trailblazer and whether or not you will be building the Harmony or be sticking to Destruction or Preservation Trailblazer. Finally, do subscribe. We'll be doing more of this kind of content in the future. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.